Welcome back. We discussed the call ratio backspread strategy in details in our last video. Now the put ratio backspread is similar except that the trader's view is bearish on the underlying stock or market. So when we implement the put ratio backspread, we have unlimited profit if the market goes down and limited profit if the market goes up. We incur a predefined loss if the market stays within a range. We make money as long as the market moves in either direction. So the strategy is favorable, of course, if the market goes down. This strategy, a put backspread strategy, is also a three-legged option strategy which involves buying two out of the money put options and selling one in the money put option. Hence, we maintain a 2:1 ratio. We must keep in mind that it should be the same underlying with the same expiry. Let's understand the strategy with the help of an example. Say Nifty spot is trading at 10,506 and we expect Nifty to hit 10,000 by the end of this expiry. So this is clearly an bearish expectation. So to implement a put ratio backspread, what we will do is we will sell one lot of 10,500 put, which is slightly in the money, at 134 and simultaneously buy two lots of 10,200 put option by paying a premium of 46 rupees. So this is a out of the money strike price. So the net cash inflow is premium received minus the premium paid, which is 134 minus 92, that is 42 rupees. So 42 rupees is a net premium inflow by implementing this strategy. So let's check what will happen to the overall cash flow of the strategy at different levels of expiry. So in the first scenario, we assume that the market expires at 10,600. What we had assumed in contrary to that. So at 10,600, both the put options will lapse and they will expire worthless. The 10,200 put option will lapse, and since we are long on these two lots of this option at 46 per lot, we will lose the entire premium paid, which is 92 rupees. And the 10,500 put option will also lapse. We've sold this option, so the premium of 134 rupees which we had received is entirely retained back. So the net inflow or the profit from this strategy would be 134 minus 92, which is equal to 42 rupees. It is the same as the inflow of the strategy in the beginning. In the second scenario, let's assume that the market expires exactly at 10,500. Again, both the options will lapse, 10,200 and 10,600. The options will not have any intrinsic value. Again, the payoff will be same, that would be 42 rupees profit. So in the third scenario, say market expires at 10,458. Now like in the call ratio backspread strategy, the put ratio backspread too has two break-even points, the upper break-even point and the lower break-even point. So the 10,500 put option will have an intrinsic value as it gets exercised. We know the put intrinsic value can be calculated as maximum of strike price minus spot price, 0. That is maximum of 10,500 minus 10,458, 0, which is equal to 42. Now since we've sold 10,500 put at 134, we will be losing a portion of the premium received and retain the rest. Hence the payoff would be 134 minus 42, which is equal to 92 rupees. And when we talk of 10,200 put option, we will not have any intrinsic value, hence we lose the entire premium paid, which is 92 rupees. So on one hand, we made a profit of 92 on 10,500 put, and on the other hand, simultaneously we lose 92 rupees on the 10,200 put option, resulting in no profit and no loss. Thus 10,458 marks as one of our break-even points. Now let's discuss another scenario. Say market expires at 10,200, that is at our lower strike price. So at 10,200, 10,500 put option will have an intrinsic value of 300. Since we've sold this option and we've received the premium of 134, we would lose the entire premium received and more. So the payoff of this would be 134 minus 300, which would be a loss of minus 166 rupees. The 10,200 put option will expire worthless. It has no intrinsic value. Hence, the entire premium of 92 rupees would be lost. So, the net strategy payoff would be minus 166 minus 92, which is a loss of 258 rupees. This is a point where both the options will turn against us. So, the loss is the maximum at this point. So, let's talk about another scenario where we assume that the market expires at 9,942. The 10,500 put will have an intrinsic value which is equal to 10,500 minus 9,942, which gives us 558. Since we have sold this option at 134, the payoff from this position would be 134 minus 558, which equals to a loss of 424. The 10,200 put will also have an intrinsic value of 258 per lot. Since we are long on these two lots, the intrinsic value adds up to 516. So we've initially paid a premium of 92 rupees for both the lots. So payoff from this particular position would be 516 minus 92, which is a positive 424. So this point is our lower break-even point of the strategy. Again, the total PL from this strategy would be 0. Now let's talk about next scenario. We assume that the market expires at 9,800 on expiry. Remember, the put ratio backspread is a bearish strategy. So it is supposed to make money once the market goes below the lower break-even point. So let's understand how the payoff behaves at a point lower than the lower break-even point. So at 9,800, 10,500 put option will have an intrinsic value of 700 and we are short at it. So it will give us a payoff of 566 rupees. That is a loss of 566. At 10,200, the put option will have an intrinsic value of 400. And since we are long at it for two lots, the intrinsic value would add up to 800 rupees. Premium paid is 92. Hence, after adjusting the premium paid, we get to make 800 minus 92, which is a positive 708 rupees. So the net payoff of this strategy will be 708 minus 566, which is positive 142, profit of 142 rupees. So likewise, we can evaluate that the strategy payoff at different levels of expiry, and we realize that the profits are unlimited as long as the market continues to slide down. So we can say that the spread Spread means the higher strike price minus the lower strike price, which is 10,500 minus 10,200, which is equal to 300 rupees. So the spread of the strategy is 300 rupees, difference between the two strike prices. How do we calculate the maximum loss of this strategy? We simply deduct the net premium inflow from the spread. That is spread minus the net premium inflow, which is 300 rupees minus 42, which is equal to 258 in our example. When does the maximum loss occur? This maximum loss will occur at the lower strike price. The lower break-even point will be lower strike minus the maximum loss, which is 10,200 minus 258, which is 9942. And how do we calculate the upper break-even point? The upper break-even point is given by lower strike price plus the maximum loss, which is 10,200 plus 258, which we get at 10,458. We must remember that the market has to be very volatile. It has to move fast as according to the expectation of the trader in order for this strategy to make money. Volatility and price direction. These are the two major things which needs to be considered by the trader to undertake a put backspread strategy. Thank you.
না পয়সা লাগবে চার্জ পার সেকেন্ড 10 টাকা